Doesn't want to talk to me. Oh, I could rob that place blind. Huge open buildings filled with heaps of raw ore. Each pile is marked with a small sign indicating who owns it. This must be where the miners bring their valuable ore, freshly chipped from hard stone walls of Avernum. Not mine. Is there like a... Oh, okay, that's the... Yeah, staircase. I getcha. I bet if I do work here, I get a boat. Lizard? Oh, smart lizard. You see a small green lizard. It wears a ribbon around its tail and a bell around its neck. Hi. I'm a familiar. Tries to shake the ribbon off. You're a familiar? For what wizard? For her nibs, Grant. The one who makes my life one long string of torments and humiliations. Hiss, I say, hiss, hiss. Oh, hiss? Yeah, whatever. Thanks. Are you her nibs, Grant? See an old woman in ragged black robes. She seems to be looking for something. What are you looking for? Looking for my familiar. He's hiding behind you. He's being very naughty. We're going to meet the dragon. Dragon? Wow! Where? Yes, mighty and ancient Motrax lives in a cave to the east. He welcomes all humans. He actually likes us. Mages from all over go to learn from him. I'm on my way now. If only I can find that naughty little familiar. She turns to continue searching. She spies a lizard under the table and leaps after it. It gets away. You're trying to find a familiar. Yes, my little lizard, my friend and helpmate, who I won't punish, not at all. She starts to search faster as she shouts. You hear from behind you something say, yeah, right. Okay. Interesting. Definitely won't punish, but I have a feeling... No. No escape. Wow, a whole bedroom. Doggone it. Someday, the game will stop shoving me 16 miles forward whenever I click the button. Whoa, the building is a rough foundry. Iron from the mines all around Fort Draco is dumped into a pool of molten stone and metal. To the north, where natural heat and magical forces extract the pure iron. Eventually, ingots are molded from the carefully extracted iron. It's amazing that something like this could be constructed down here, but a good source of metal will ultimately be necessary for Avernum's survival. Hi? Bill, the heat and noise in here are enough to kill a cave cow. You wonder how a person can take it. He's completely covered in soot. Maybe it's filling his ears. What are you responsible for? I shape the ingots so that they can be shipped out. You know Avernum gets all its good metal from here. Whenever I fake yell, the dog gets antsy. What's so special about the metal? The best mines are around here. So there you go. We got the purest metals. Bill and I keep this pit running. Isn't your name Bill? We're both named Bill. I'm Bill. He's Bill. You're a dog. Get out of here. I guess I'll stop fake yelling if it's going to make her freak out. Okay. You need anything? Could use some cheap wine. Keeps the workers happy so that they don't travel off for more comfortable cities. Talk to Bill about it. Isn't your name Bill? We're both named Bill. Okay. Be more clear. What are you working on? Actually, I run the forge. I keep it from blowing us all to the surface. Just to shout to make himself heard, but I won't. Because we know how that goes. Quite the forge you have here. Yeah, best in all of Avernum. Magic and terribly hot. Be careful. Would it really blow us all the way to the surface? Yeah, well, maybe not that far. but it'll sure make you dead. The forge is a mighty powerful thing. If it blows, they'll feel it at the castle. Is that safe? No, not at all. Must be difficult running this forge. Not so much. The worst part is keeping the workers motivated. It's hard to get someone to ferry the good, cheap wine the laborers like during the off hours. If I brought you cheap wine, would you buy it from us? Yeah, sure. We need a lot of it. He shouts. If you went down to the Great Cave and got a load of it and brought it back, we could pay you well for it. Remember, we just want cheap wine, none of the fancy Almaria stuff. Sure. I also think that big anvil the guy in the Mages Guild was... Yeah. This is what I was saying. The guy in the Mages Guild wants the biggest anvil in Avernum, and this is it. Smithy is dominated by an enormous metal anvil. It would take at least 10 strong people to lift it. Probably more. It's an awesome sight. According to the sign outside, which I didn't actually see, it's the property of Bootel the Smith. Hey. See a massive bearded man covered in what must be an inch of soot. Gross. The enormous muscles on his arms are almost threatening to tip him over. What are you making? There's some of the best weapons and armor in Avernum. This is my forge, and I can repair just about anything as well. I'm the best smith outside of the Great Cave. Better stuff in the Great Cave? Really? Yes, the Great Cave is far, far to the south of here. I've heard that the city of Darmon has the best steelworkers in Avernum, but that's a long trip. You should buy things from me. So what would tax your skill? Nothing I've found yet. Sometimes I wish I could get a real challenge. What sort of things would challenge you? I could repair any weapon you brought me, but I wish someone would bring me a really powerful magical weapon to restore, like one we might have heard of in the second town we visited. Strongly enchanted weapon is a challenging repair job as I could hope to find. Let's see what you got. You got steel arrows. It's alright. What about your armor? You got generic chainmail. That's not bad at all. Also, a bronze helmet. Iron buckler. Get you an iron small shield, I think. And also a bronze helmet. Oh, he's out of bronze helmets. I'm gonna get rid of these first aid kits. I got a bunch on Clement already. And here we have Ife, smiling dirty woman sitting behind a counter. She wears a very pretty black dress because of all the soot in Fort Draco. You can't be sure whether the dress was originally black. There's a sign outside that says you'll pay us for arena fangs. Did I sell that? No, I didn't. Ah, yes. Arena are a race of vicious evil spiders which live in the tunnels to the west. They harass the merchants. Very dangerous. I've set up a reward system for anyone killing these creatures. I'll sell one to you. What was that, 200? That's not bad. That might be worth going back to the trophy room in that fort and grabbing the other one. Thank you. Some spiders are friendly, but those arena are vicious and unrelenting man-eaters. You've made these tunnels a little more safe. What do you do for this mining town? I'm the town metallurgist. I dabble in chemicals as well. You'd be amazed how often the cave workers need an alchemist of some sort. What do you do with the metal? Miners dig up ore, copper, silver sometimes, but mostly iron. Bring them here to be analyzed. If I say the ore is okay, then the ore gets processed, mostly into pig iron. And but we can make even steel in small quantities. Chemicals, testing. Do you know any alchemy? She smiles. You wouldn't be interested, I'm afraid. The alchemy I do is painfully tedious stuff to the layperson. He thinks, wait a minute. Someone was passing through and taught me the recipe for an exceptionally strong healing elixir. Some miners use it to heal those injured on the job. If you want, I could teach you the recipe. Sure. That's the least useful button. And she has... Oh, okay. See ya. Oh, boat shop. Hey. See a man with short blonde hair. Wears a belt laden with tools. Nice boats. What are they for? I make them mostly for ore shipping. Only 300 gold. Let me know if you would like to buy one. They can be useful around here. For what? I'm the only person who sells boats for use on this river. It's a neat river. Lots of caves in it. Just be careful of the sliths. I'll take a boat. Alright. There's gotta be like a guard captain. Yeah, that's the, Huh. Move on. Save the game and then try to disarm it. Rose did it! Disarm it again. Yay! Or, and not my ore. All the other ore, though, free for taking. But that ore, not mine. Okay, you're the only one standing. Are you important? No, it doesn't look like there's anyone here that, has a job for me. Run free, cows! Freedom! Sailing, sailing. Hi? Viola. Woman paces around the secluded area, lost in thought. What are you doing? Living in my house, young man. Research, go away. I think we need to find her later for a specific quest. Darn city hitboxes. Oops. Row the boat under the bridge. High alignment. The day the energies of the earth are at their peak, everyone celebrates wildly. What is that? Someone or something has collected a pile of stuff here. There are a number of broken weapons scattered about. Some tarnished coins are scattered amongst them. Treasure sitting around in the wilderness is very odd. Occurs to you to wonder what happened to the owners. Let's take it. Gather up the coins and a dagger which is still intact. As you put your loot away, you cannot help but notice a bunch of hungry-looking lizards approaching. Oops, sorry, 2 bunches. Very funny, spiderweb. I'm on to you. Get out of the way. More lizards. Wow. She clobbered him. Well, she does have an assassin's dagger. So, I guess you could say that lizard got assassinated? So what the heck did I get? A blessed dagger. Well, better than nothing. Glad we don't need a special magic to bless things, right? This tiny lake, you find a small stone cottage. There are no signs of life, and the door has been smashed in. It's deathly quiet. Let's look inside. The cottage has been thoroughly looted. You have no idea who might have lived here. There's no dried blood, so the resident probably escaped before the attackers arrived. Whoever lived here, he or she was probably a mage of some sort. There are papers scattered everywhere. Some of them are covered in strange writing. Let's look at them. Whoever lived here was doing research on the art of potion making. Fortunately, you're familiar with magical script. The magical script the potions are the notes are written in. You find amongst the scraps a recipe for something called grey mold salve. Oh, that'll be important later, I think. For a very specific quest. Requires potion making skill of 5 and 1 use of grey mold. I can't believe I just stumbled into that because I think actually finding that is a long chain of quests in and of itself. Armed group of unknown species clearly met a grisly fate here. You can't tell what they are. The battle took place months ago. Nothing of value remains. There's only stains and fragments of bone. There's all sorts of things hidden around. Oops. Nothing here. All sorts of things hidden around except for right here where there is nothing. You're at the entrance to a hot steam-filled cave. To the south, spires of basalt and pumice emerge from pools of magma. Might be able to navigate through the magma, but it would be an extremely punishing experience. Is this going to be a situation where I just take damage periodically? Oh, okay. There's something at the back of that. How much damage do I take for just stepping into the lava? A whole heck of a lot. Good to know.